Hey guys, I've got lots of updates for you today, and the first thing I want to talk about is this GameCo UK. Last week they had tweeted that they're giving away tickets to the May 17th Call of Duty Black Ops 4 reveal. I wanted to find out more about it and see what they know. Like, do they know where it's going to be? Like, what venue? So I emailed them to find out the information because it wasn't really that noticeable on their website. They finally got back to me a few days later and they sent me a link to the area of their website that talks about the terms and conditions. So they're calling this giveaway the Call of Duty Golden Ticket Competition, and the only people that are eligible to enter this are people that are in the UK. The way you enter is that you have to be at least 18 years of age, have a valid ID, and also pre-order the game through them. There's only a week left to enter, and it ends on Thursday, April the 26th, and they will be drawing a winner by May 1st and letting people know by May 1st who the winner actually is. But what they're giving away is 2 tickets for one person, so one person gets to take whoever they want. And it's gonna be like completely paid accommodations and everything, a trip to LA for 4 nights, so that's pretty good. One thing that I thought was weird is that they're offering a 4 nights accommodation. It's like, do you really need that much time in LA to go to this event? Like, how long is this thing actually gonna go for? So again, I was trying to find out as much as I could about it to see if there would be like any kind of like fine print in there that would give us a little bit more information about it, but so far not a whole lot. Even the guy that responded to me in email said that he couldn't tell me anything else. All he knows is what is on this terms and condition page, and that's it. Next in the news is some more information that Matt Harris opened up about after I'd made a video about some of his leaked information. He had some information he was withholding, and he went ahead and spilled it all over Twitter pretty soon after. He's talked a lot about a lot of leaks, but I just want to cover a couple of things that he spoke about. One was more in-depth information about why Jason Blundell might possibly be leaving Treyarch, and also quite a bit of information regarding what he thinks Black Ops 4 Zombies is going to be about based on his sources. First about Jason Blundell and, maybe why he could be leaving if that's true. He says the Zombies team is in a very overworked state at the moment, and certain elements on certain maps aren't coming together in the way that they want them to, especially considering they have to get it done for an even earlier release date this time around. Some people have even considered leaving the company, though that was just over a month ago, so things may have gotten better. Either way, Blundell is becoming a bit of an overbearing guy, and it's been sowing discontent into the morale of the workers. It's widely believed that a breakdown in communication and creative differences will be why Blundell is leaving after this game. The campaign of Black Ops 3 and BO4 were both primarily his ideas, and they have been scrapped both times now. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but it's definitely not a far-fetched idea, especially after the fact that Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey hauled ass after World War II was released. Beginning in 2009, they helped to develop Sledgehammer Games, and then after World War II was out and running, they left and became executives at Activision. So maybe Jason Blundell is kind of wanting to get on that bandwagon too and head up to Activision and, take a better and higher role. They may all have some pretty big plans for the future and they want to start doing some really innovative stuff, and they're just gonna team together and, start making big changes within Activision. Another thing he reportedly leaked was an idea that wasn't too far-fetched for the future of Black Ops 4 Zombies. He said there will be at least 2 maps to launch with Black Ops 4, and both of them will be more ambitious than any Call of Duty title to date. As pretty much everyone has heard by this point, one of those maps will be Mob of the Dead, but it won't be the Mob of the Dead that you know. I actually remember making a video about this where somebody said they had some inside information that it would be Mob of the Dead, but it's going to be a different type of Mob of the Dead, remodeled, not actually remastered. Anyways, he goes on to say that it takes place in the real world and will unfortunately be played by the Tranzit crew. Yeah, they're back. The story of the map kicks off exactly where the comic books end. The Tranzit crew emerges from their pods on Alcatraz Island and will have to fight their way off of it. This all takes place in Monty's perfect universe, and the Tranzit crew were never supposed to be in it. They are the final link to the universe of old, the last thing sort of bridging the gap between what Monty has done and what came before his actions and revelations. They shouldn't exist, and with this comes corruption to the very essence of his universe. The universe around them begins to bend and buckle with the strain of them even existing there. The very stitching of the universe is made up of element 115, and this starts to go haywire once more, resurrecting the dead and opening gates to the universe thought destroyed. They were Richtofen's ultimate fallback plan, and you will play as them through the rest of the DLC on a quest to save the Primus and Ultimus crews from ultimate destruction. This definitely helps to make sense of this just, out of nowhere story about Tranzit for this comic book series and how it actually ended. For Jason Blundell to create this comic book series as a prelude to Black Ops 4, it definitely helps to set the stage of what to expect, and it will definitely help to guide the story. At the end of the comic book series, you see Richtofen putting the Tranzit crew inside of the stasis pods for safekeeping, and then the last page is the altered mob loading screen. You can see the stasis pods right there. That page has been torn away. Matt also said that he heard that the other map is going to be London, and a lot of people are speculating that it could be because how they changed the side insert there, that has been changed to the Horizon newspaper Easter egg that's linked to London. Another clue that the Transit crew may be coming back is something that I had seen on Twitter. Now this may not be anything at all, but I wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was pretty interesting. Stephanie Lemelin, the voice actor for Misty, had recently changed her profile on Twitter, and she added hashtag Misty. And you might not think too much of this, but I've been watching the voice actors' social media for the Transit crew to see if they may say something on accident or maybe drop a clue or a hint somewhere. I had checked Stephanie's Twitter page and profile about a month and a half ago, and it said something really different than this. And when I went back yesterday, I realized she had changed it. Her profile before this had the word shit in it, but it was censored out. And that's why I remembered, yeah, this is different. There's a trick you can do to see recent profiles. If somebody's changed their bio information, you can go Google it and it will pull up whatever was just previously there in their bio. And the one on the top is the one that I remember seeing about a month and a half ago. She said, just your typical animated Mama 3, chock full of characters, mostly here for the retweets, since I'm usually a day behind when it comes to this real world SHIT. The one on the bottom is her current bio on Twitter, where she talks about hashtag Misty. And again, for these two to show up like this, they have to be really recent and been changed pretty close together. So all I'm trying to say here is that the hashtag Misty bio profile or whatever on Twitter has been done very recently. There's another way that you can look at much older web pages. They are archived on certain websites, and we were able to find her 2017 Twitter feed. Her bio then doesn't say anything about Misty, and we checked the years before that, and she's never put Misty in her bio ever. I guess some people could read into it like she's only going to put stuff in her bio that's relevant. Well, she was Misty 2012, and these other characters she's mentioning are more current. One character she mentions is Eep. It's the character on the left from Dawn of the Croods. She also mentions that she is Stormblade on Skylanders in the bio feed, and yeah, here's another very relevant character that she voices. Also, if you go to her past history of voiceovers and acting that she's done, she started in the early 2000s, and she has done a ton of voiceovers and also done some acting as well. She's gotten some pretty big roles, and for her to only mention these 4, they must be, fresh on her mind or really relevant to her right now. But let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you next video.